We are north of the border in Toronto, and the retractable roof is closed for comfort. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the American League's Houston Astros and the Toronto Blue Jays. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Now here's a look at the Astros start.
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on it. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Zimmerman comes set. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Saunders is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. Monty Braun is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Braun.
Skied into straightaway right. And he will make the catch just shy of the tour. Monty Braun will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
Paredes is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Diaz will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To second for 1. On to Carter at first, but not in time to get them both.
Yeah, you know, a double play.
Stepping in, Jimmy Paredes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit out towards second. Braun. Right. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. So it's 2 runs. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a lot of positives to take from this outing, no doubt. You see the numbers there, 7 1/3 strong innings. He really put him in a good position to win this ball game.
3 runs, 6 hits.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more... It's on the cold side here in Toronto, but the Rogers Center roof is shut, and we're almost set for baseball. Today, the finale of this 3-game. Monty Braun will dig in now, and he, like many others, was held hitless in the shutout yesterday afternoon.
Well, it wasn't a great game for him yesterday, but I got to tell you, watch out for him in this one. He's been blasting balls over the wall at a...
See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
This guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his 2nd home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Monty Braun stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a 3-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Josh Donaldson is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Two out with the man at first. Pops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Braun, ranging into shallow right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. They're down 7-1. Monty Braun stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, how much hotter is he going to get? He's got himself another 3-hit ball game. That batting average is going to continue to climb even higher.
Carlos Correa will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far.
Yeah, just sort of rolling over on it, guys. See if you can make a small adjustment and get through one.
He's safe.
And a dive, but he's back in there. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Taken for strike 3, the throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros 7. Monty Braun will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Oh, that one got the pitcher. And he'll move up to 3rd now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Carlos Correa will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Chris Carter strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Paredes looks up. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. Josh Donaldson will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is Monty Braun stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one. He's set. Here it comes. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Marisnick going back to the track. And this one is gone. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, well, he really drove the ball well in this one. Winds up finishing with 6 RBIs.
This is the MLB. We've got baseball from the home of the 2015 World Champs, Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game. Monty Braun will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. Into the windup and the pitch. Line towards center field. And 2 quick outs here in the second. And with a quick breather, Monty Braun stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he put a good...
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 11 for him on the season. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle.
Monty Braun will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Oh, and he botches it. The run scores from second. That makes it a 4-0 ball game, and he is in there. George Springer stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip. And now on 3-0, they won't even bother to nibble at the corners as they'll just go ahead and put him aboard here. Jason Castro will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Gordon, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Evan Gattis stands in, the 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Yeah, you know, and this could get ugly in a hurry. Or pretty, I guess, depending on which dugout you're sitting in.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. Ground ball right side. Fielded cleanly by Hosmer, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Donovan Solano. He singled his last time up. McHugh into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Braun is up. Throw on to Carter gets him to retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Monty Braun will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this is going to rattle up against the out-of-town scoreboard now. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Oh, and he hit this.
George Springer steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
Skied into straightaway right. Tabata is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. The relay throw, and he's safe.
He beat it up.
So a double.
Jason Castro stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, now a ball hit up the middle, and it's going to get on through into center field for a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Make it 5-1. Eric Hosmer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Third baseman, number 8.
Donovan Solano will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. MLB The Show's coverage of Wednesday night baseball brings us to Kansas City, Missouri, and Kauffman Stadium. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the American League's Houston Astros and the Kansas City. Lorenzo Cain will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup. Monty Braun will stand in, and boy, look at that batting average to start off the month of April.
Well, for me, that's just really impressive for a guy his age. It's always exciting to see young players blossoming into stars right before your eyes.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Jose Tabata did his job in his first at-bat, laying down a successful sacrifice bunt.
Well, a pretty productive at-bat last time, like you said, Matt. But right here with 2 outs, we're going to have to see if he can maybe find a gap and drive in a run.
Reaches out for 1 and hits it on the ground to second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. Monty Braun is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way up.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 3-2 contest. So striding in, George Springer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
You can just sense him starting to tense up out there on the mound. They had him down 0-2, and now he's struggling to make the perfect pitch, and it's not happening.
In time to first, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Jason Castro, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Grounded to the right. Hosmer has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a run. Monty Braun will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. George Springer will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
In there, a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
And the funny thing about this at-bat, he does everything wrong on this swing.
Jason Castro strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Here's a high pop-up. Moustakas is there for it. And the inning is over. Monty Braun stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up.
Braun.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
And at this point, I don't think...
George Springer gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Runners off for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to... Alcides Escobar will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Hard hit ball to second. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. KC down in order. They're still doubled up. It's 6. Downtown St. Paul there, not far from us here at Target Field as we're set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Into the box now, Monty Braun, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet. But George Springer comes to the plate with the bases juiced, and it seems a big hit here could really put this one out of reach.
Yeah, and pretty much any glimmer of hope for those guys in the field would have to be gone if he comes through with a big knock right here.
A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. 1 run scores.
The batter, number 15, catcher Jason.
Ready now, Jason Castro. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ground ball left side. The tag gets 1. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Well, he wound up being a pretty tough out. You see the 3 hits, 2 of them were doubles, and he was a real headache every time he stepped to the plate.
From the place affectionately known as the K, we're at Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the 3rd and final. Monty Braun will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Under it is Kane, and there are 2 away now. With a moment now, let's take a look at the defensive alignment for Kansas City. Alcides Escobar will stand in, and you see the average there, up over 300 to start the new season. And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. A quick out number one. Stepping in, Monty Braun. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Second baseman, Monty Braun.
First offering on its way. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is Kane. And that one is out of here. A two-run shot that gives them the lead. So a two-run shot to left center. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, this guy's been a real pain in the backside so far in this series. I mean, this is his second home run here in 3 days, so he is really seeing the ball well now.
Jose Tabata is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. Reined in.
Got it.
And indeed, he won't try to force it at second. He'll just flip on to first for the sure out. Monty Braun will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. That's yanked into the stands, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And the sixth inning opens with a flyout, one away. Jose Tabata steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Now a ball rolls softly to second. Braun is there, and he's set down, one away. Mike Moustakas will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now this is on the ground to second. Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Good work there out of the Houston pen. Monty Braun gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the fourth. High and deep to right center field. Kane going back, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center, his second of the game, as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here.
A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was
This is the MLB pregame show, and I'm Matt Vasgersian. And as we draw nearer to the first pitch of Game 1 in the series, we'll give you the latest installment of our Topps Player Spotlight. Monty Braun is our focus, coming off a last game in which he was really outstanding in the clutch moments, collecting a whole bucket full of RBI, so he'll be looking. Coming to you from Seattle tonight, where the roof at Safeco Field has been closed for comfort. It's the opener of this three-game series between the American League's Houston Astros. Monty Braun will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign.
And we know it's just April, so the season is just getting started, but obviously he's off to a great start.
High and deep to right center field. Cruz going back, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Number 14 on the season, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Well, apparently.
Stepping in, Monty Braun. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, I think he proved that he can turn on a pretty good fastball and hit it out of the ballpark, so you need a different approach in this at-bat.
Grounded back up the middle, and that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one.
Check this out on Show Track. It's not a bad first pitch. It's down. It's on the outside part of the plate. Hey, if you can get guys to swing at that, you're going to have a lot of success. Just didn't work out here.
In now, Preston Tucker. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. He pulls this one into right, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out. On to first, a double. Monty Braun strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And a relay home, and they will not get him at the plate as he's under the tag of Chirinos. Preston Tucker will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
On the ground to the left side.
Out.
Over to second now, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Astros. Monty Braun will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ballgame. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. High in the air out to center field. Jones is underneath this one, and that will retire the side. So stepping in, Marte, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hard hit ball to second. Underhanded flip. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So they do strike. Monty Braun strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air to center field, and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. His second of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion.
Well, remember now.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 9-5. Good night from Seattle.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 39 minutes.
Back here on the MLB pregame show, Matt Vasgersian getting you set for the finale of this 3-game set. That'll come your way in mere moments, but broadcasting from Seattle, Washington, where the roof has been shut atop Safeco Field. Today, the finale of the Monty Braun will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Coming to the plate now, Carlos Correa, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Cruz is there, 2 down. And he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's been a one-man wrecking crew lately, driving in 20 runs over the...
Chris Carter will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Bounce to first. Flips it underhand. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Monty Braun will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Hit in the air out to right. Cruz is in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Monty Braun heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Paxton has his sign. Here's the first pitch. High and deep to right center. Cruz ranging back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Monty Braun will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. Here's a swing, and oh man, way out of here. Melvin Upton Jr. steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Hit out towards second. Braun. A quick out number 1.
Center fielder number.
Digging in to try it again, James Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the...
Gets dirty and gloves it. The throw. Excellent effort, but no chance to make the play at first. That's a base hit. Marte gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. McHugh pauses. Here it is on 0-1. A double play ball to second. 4. He's up with it. The throw. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Kyle Seager will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Got it! And a close play at second, but the throw does. Monty Braun will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center. His third home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, we wonder.
DJ Peterson will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing whatever.
Throw on to first, and they're finally able to get on the board here. There's one away. Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man.